Good morning, children. A very happy and a prosperous new year to everyone. I hope all of you are well. So, children, from today again we shall continue with our annual portion, and today we will start a new lesson, that is chapter number 12, Industry. In this lesson, children, we are going to read about brief history of Indian industries, types of industries, and important large-scale industries of India. So let us firstly read about Indian industries. Indian industrial sector has progressed rapidly after independence. However, it began much earlier. During the Mughal period, spices, indigo and clothes were exported to Europe. After the British took over, jute and cotton mills were established in India. So children, the Indian industrial sector, or we can also call it as the different industries of India, has developed rapidly. Rapidly means very fast. So the different industries of India has developed very fast after India got its independence. So after our country got its independence, the different industries which are there in India, they started growing. And also children, during the Mughal period means during the rule of kings and queens. So we all know that kings and queens have also ruled in our country. So during their rule, many things like spices, indigo and clothes were exported to Europe. Exported means they were sent to Europe. So spices means masale, but what do you mean by indigo? So children, indigo is a plant. It is a plant from which a blue color dye is made. So indigo is a plant from which blue color dye is made. So all these things like spices, indigo and clothes were grown and made in India, and then it was sent to different countries like Europe. But children, when British took over means when British came to India, then they established or they set up different factories also. So they set up cotton and jute mills. Mill means factories only. So Britishers, when they came to India, they also set up many different types of factories like cotton and jute factory, where cotton and jute were made. So Britishers, they set up cotton and jute factories in India. Then the railway started around the same time. This made it easier to transport raw materials from one place to another. The first steel plant was established in 1907 in present day Jamshedpur by Jamsetji Nuswarwanji Tata. After independence, the Indian government adopted the 5-year plans for industrial development. Now children, the railways also started around the same time in 1853. So in the year 1853, railways also started in India. And with the help of railways, what happened? The transport of raw materials. Raw material means kacha saman. So the transport of raw materials became very easy due to the starting of railways in India. And lastly children, the first steel plant of India was set up in 1907 by Jamshedji Nuswarwanji Tata in Jamshedpur. So Jamsetji was a very famous person and he set up the first steel plant in Jamshedpur in the year 1907. Now, after India got its independence, the Indian government started a 5-year plan for the better growth and development of these industries. So children, these 5-year plans are the different plans made by the Indian government that focuses on the development of all the industries that are there in India. So the 5-year plans, basically it focuses on the development of industries which are there in India. So this was about the brief history of Indian industries. Now next we will read about types of industries. So we need industries to convert raw materials like wood, mineral ores and agricultural produce into finished products. A lot of natural resources are required to make goods which we use in our daily life. So children, why do we need industries or why are the industries important? So we need industries to convert or to change raw materials like wood, mineral ore and agricultural produce into finished products. Like for example children, wood. Wood is a raw material. Wood means lakdi. So wood is a raw material, but when the wood is sent to factory, wood is sent to factories, then the things like bench, desk and furniture items are made. So wood is a raw material and furniture, bench, desk, these are finished products. So children, a lot of natural resources are needed to make goods that we use in our daily lives. Now, the Indian industries can be broadly divided into three categories: cottage industry, small scale industry and large scale industry. So children, in India there are three types of industry. First is cottage industry, second is small scale industry and lastly we have large scale industry. So today we will read about cottage industry and small scale industries only. Firstly, cottage industry. Cottage industries are set up by people in their own homes. A few people work with simple tools and raw material which is locally available. Cotton weaving, oil extracting, flour grinding, toy making, pottery, basket making, etc. are some of the common cottage industries. These products are popular not only in India but in foreign markets as well. So children, cottage industries are set up by the people in their own homes. So cottage industry is made by the people in their own home. So it is a small business which is run from home and very few people work in such industries, and they work with very simple tools and raw material that is easily available around them. So in cottage industry, people are working from their own home. They work with very simple machines and tools and they work with simple raw materials which are available around them. For example, cottage industry, the examples of cottage industries are firstly cotton weaving, second is oil extracting. Oil extracting means taking out oil from the oil seeds. So cotton weaving, oil extracting, flour grinding, toy making, pottery, basket making, these are some of the examples of cottage industries. And these products which are made in cottage industries are not only popular in India but they are also popular in foreign countries. Then today the government of India supports these cottage industries to encourage the workers in rural areas and boost rural economy. Every state has its own unique cottage industry and Khadi Gramodyog which sells the traditional art and crafts. So children, our Indian government, it also supports or it also helps these small cottage industries so that the people who live in rural or in villages, they can also earn money by selling such products. And lastly children, every state of India has its own unique or special cottage industries and they also have Khadi Gramodyog which sells the traditional arts and crafts made by the people of villages. Now what is Khadi Gramodyog children? Khadi Gramodyog is a cottage industry only where khadi clothes are made. So in Khadi Gramodyog, khadi clothes are made by the village people. So this was about cottage industry. Next we have small scale industries. So small scale industries are small businesses involving few people as laborers who work on small machines and simple tools in a small factory. Small scale industries make utensils, garments, electrical goods, plastic items, soaps, oil, candle, knitwear, etc. So children, small scale industries are again small industries or businesses where very few people work as laborers. So in small scale industry also very few people are working as labor with small and simple machines and tools. So they are also not working with heavy machines. They are also working with simple machine and tools, and they work in very small factories. Now, the examples of products made in small scale industries are utensils, garments, electrical goods, plastic item, soap, oil, candle, knitwear, etc. Knitwear means sweaters. Knitwear are like sweaters only. So these are made in small scale industries. Now children, about large scale industries we will do in the next class. So today we will do till here only. Now please read the portion which is taught today. In case of any doubt, please message me on Campus Care. I will solve your doubts over there. And now children, I will see you in the next class. Thank you children.